What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3 long face skinny body, and it's been a minute probably since y'all heard my wonderful amazing voice. I know now, as of the year 2025, this actually isn't the first video I've recorded, but most likely the first video you heard. I had to clarify that because I got a Sarada video cooking and I was just working on it not too long ago, honestly and truly, and I'm really looking forward to that. And of course, you know, the first video I had to actually physically record had to be about the Queen Sarada of the year, 2025, because it's her year, my guy. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm expecting some really Uchiha-esque crash out level type of play from Sarada in the upcoming chapters. So look forward to that. But it's your boy, we back, still black. I hope y'all been enjoying y'all time because we really got to get gritty. Boruto chapter 18 is about to start flooding the timeline with sneak peeks, with spoilers, with endless theories, with unsatisfied reactions, and completely biased opinions on how the story should go. But we're here with it, and it's almost that time of the month again. Yes, sir, ski, and we are here to talk about big Mangekyo gang, Kashin Koji, right? And then I mentioned it before. I was probably throwing y'all for a loop because I spent the last few videos kind of gassing Ryu, kind of talking up Ryu. I even mentioned Ryu in the Discord a little bit, right? But I've been hitting at the inductee of an official new member of the Mangekyo gang. And I think I'm gonna subvert a whole lot of expectations to this because we officially got a new member. Now, y'all know the newest member so far is my guy, Inoja. We waiting on Big Inoja to wake up, so the whole gang is going to be here. We're going to be happy. We're going to be, we're going to be together. We know we got the OG Sasuke. We got the two main hitters in Boruto and Sarada, right? Big dogs. We got the wild card in Damon. We got the star in Himawari. We got Big Inoja out here. We got the other OG Kashin Koji. Now the last inductee. Can we get a silent round of applause, please? Can we get some snaps? Can we get some snaps in the crowd? Can we get some snaps? Thank you. Please welcome Eida, guys. Oh, boo. I don't care about none of that, bro. Shout out to Eida. Eida is officially Mangekyo gang, guys. Now, what took so long? I'm pretty sure y'all kind of saw the hints, right? When chapter 7 dropped, when she had that conversation with Mitsuki, for some reason I was so fixated on not just the philosophical aspect of that conversation between the two characters, the intrigueness behind their histories and understanding how they were created and introduced into the story, but also the mystique and mysteriousness upon Eida's position, the ability she has, right? And the power she can wield versus the power she's actually wielding. But not only that, her instincts and initiative, I should say, right, to want to speak to Boruto and to operate on a level that is clearly discreet and unknown to my guy Kawaki. So we've seen part 1 Eida fawn and fall over Kawaki at any and every given chance she had. We've seen instances and sparks of her fawning and falling over Boruto. It hasn't been as severe as we understand her feelings for Kawaki. Now I understand there's really any way she can go right now at this point. And it's really interesting because we know that both Eida and Kashin Koji have something that connects them to the overarching theme of the story. And we know that somehow connects in some way, shape, or form to my guy, Shibao Tsuki. Now, Shibao was broken beyond broken. So we're just going to focus on these two characters right now, these two Mangekyo gang members, Kashin Koji and Eida. And we're going to look at the real mystery behind their powers and the connection between the two. And also the possible history, because it's a real head scratcher, right? Looking over the past 17 chapters, and that's really the main point of this video. I'm really trying to get a grasp and a hold on how Eida and Kashin Koji actually view each other, the true history behind the two, when they actually first meet, and what's going down. Why is Eida so willing to just go along with things that are occurring in the way that she is? And it really got my head scratching, and it also made me think like, bro, Eida is really becoming such a key figure and a major player character in the story, but the way that she was written in is so great because she has the power to literally do anything she wants. But you see her in the middle of a corner, right? And she's looking at each turn, trying to figure out which way to go, which way will be best for her. And these are type of traits you see in character with limited or limited means inside of their control. But we understand Eida can look at you and automatically she has a new slave in the box, right? So it's real interesting to see how she decides to move about herself, how she confines herself willingly to the Hidden Leaf Village, how she confines herself willingly to having open friendships despite her suspicions, and yes, they are definitely there, her suspicions of Sarada and Sumire being immune to her power, her willingness to just play along and go along with everything that's going down. And even, I'm gonna be bold enough to say, the willingness to go along with the tomfoolery bull hockey that Kawaki has her doing, because we know that Big Damon has been calling out time and time again, especially in Two Blue Vortex. This shit Kawaki got going on is flimsy, it's fragile, it's not gonna last long. Eida has been playing it back. She's been stepping forward in small instances where she wants to protect Kawaki, where she wants to defend Kawaki's honor and integrity, right? She giving Data all of these initiatives and orders revolving around Kawaki. Stay with Kawaki, protect Kawaki, don't hurt Kawaki too much. And we still see some of the old traits that she portrayed back in Naruto Next Generation. But it's very clearly being put in our face that this introduction with Kashin Koji, this new camaraderie between the two, is going to definitely change the trajectory of Eida's character moving forward. Will she completely align with Koji? Now that question is definitely in the air, but for me personally, it's already been answered, and it looks like yes. And I think it's more so for her own personal gains. I think Eida is so used to having the powers of being able to look into the past, being able to check back on anything, and being able to look at everything that's currently going on right now, and being able to put the pieces of the puzzle together to assume to the best reality of what's to come. And it's fun for her because at the end of the day, she doesn't know. Right now, in this case with Kashin Koji, possible futures still lead to the end result of you not knowing exactly what can occur. But the truth of the matter that lies with his power is the fact that certain events can occur, and certain events being played out are being shown to you exactly how they will occur. So solid knowledge in some way, shape, or form is still attained in that regard. So Eida is very dangerous. She's already can see in the past. She can see everything going on right now. With the inclusion of being able to look at anything in the past that Kashin Koji's done, said, or looked at, she basically, technically, as long as Kashin Koji is still alive, still has the ability to look into the future as well, because all she has to do is look into whatever conversation or whatever possible scene that she may think Kashin Koji can reveal valid and valuable information from the future. So Eida kind of has an all-in-one package, whereas we see in chapter 17, Kashin Koji still has to rely on Eida for things that are going down in the present, and to confirm with Eida things that can possibly have happened in the past without his knowledge. Kashin Koji sees 3 futures. We're just using this as an example, and it's possible they are on future 1, but he's seeing some things that remind him of future 2 and 3. So he has to go to Eida and clarify, okay, what's going on right now? And based off of whatever information she gives him, he can deduce, okay, so right now we're actually in future 2. I thought we were in future 1, but we're in future 2. So now he's going to look, and a whole new branch of other futures are going to start popping up. And basically it's just the never-ending cycle of something along those lines. It's real interesting to see if she completely decides to align with Koji. And I honestly think that might be the case. And it's so easy, and it's a head scratcher for people to assume, okay, ass pull, why the heck are they just working together so willy-nilly? Why is Eida just willing to have a frog walk around in her hair throughout the village? You know what I'm saying? I think it's really something in the history between, you know, the early stages of the Kara organization, the early stages of when originally Eida and Damon were sentenced to the chamber. We got to see the history behind that. We got to see them officially get sealed away. We got to see Jigen make the decision, and we got to understand the history between both Eida and Kashin Koji in that point in time, if there was any, as opposed to just automatically assuming the frog was the first time Eida and Kashin Koji spoke to each other in real life. And when she initially looked back into the past and figured out she is the singularity of fate, and figured out Kashin Koji has the possible ability to see all these possible futures, that's when she first got to actually lay eyes on Kashin Koji, or actually see what he looks like. Maybe they just heard of each other by word of mouth or by name, as opposed to actually seeing each other and working with each other in the past. Does she even want a manipulated future, right? Does Eida want a manipulated future? Is Kashin Koji trying to manipulate or pull the strings for Eida according to his will? Because he understands, despite of all of these world-ending and world-controlling abilities and powers that she may possess, we understand her mind is limited to the capacity of wanting love, of seeking validation, and seeking acceptance. So something with that knowledge is easy to be manipulated, right? So in a sense, Kashin Koji is heavily betting on the fact that even with this understanding of Eida being able to look into the past with ever scenes that Kashin Koji is in to figure out parts of the future, she can become even more powerful, even more all-knowing than she ever dreamed of and ever fathomed. But we see that she doesn't take any steps into that regard, and it all falls back to, okay, is her love for Kawaki holding her back? Will she eventually tell Kawaki the things that are going on? Or is she going to keep this a secret from Kawaki so long that there's going to be no choice but a rift to form between the two? Now, I know that there's those of y'all out there who want Eida to go full-on Harley Quinn to Kawaki's Joker. And honestly, I don't mind it. Y'all know I don't like Kawaki. He deserves to be in the dirt. I just like the way Eida's character has been built up thus far. So will that regress her from being in Mangekyo Gang just because she fell for a bum? Nah, it's not. It's just going to be one of those, come on, sis, we know you can do better. But I'm always here if he decides to put his hands on you, right? We're not going to let that rock again, because we seen what happened. When Damon pulled up quick, Kawaki moved his hand off her collar real quick. So we already know how it's going to go down, right? But will she ever tell Kawaki? We know Kawaki understands that Kashin Koji is out there. He put the pieces of the puzzle together. Amado put the pieces of the puzzle together. Now we got these two wild cards in the same room. Kawaki pressing that man for his full powers. So once Kawaki gets this ego boost, right? Because we know his power and ego are coincided with each other. His power goes down, Kawaki thinks of himself as dumpster trash. When his power goes up, he thinks of himself as dumpster trash that's better than all the other dumpster trash that's around him, right? So he still has a low self-esteem opinion about himself. But how will him ultimately being divided between Eida affect him, and how will that pursuit affect his, idea and alignment, not only with Boruto but with Kashin Koji? We already see the rift, the slow rift between Boruto and Kashin Koji. Are people going to start slowly looking at Kashin Koji side eye in a way that's like, come on, my guy, I really don't know if this is really the best way. I understand you can see all possibilities, but now it just seems like you're playing dictator. Now it just seems like you're playing God, and you don't want to reveal certain information because of what you want to occur based off of what you saw, right? So it can be selfish in that regard. It can be selfish in that matter, but not disclosing this information to Kawaki is going to be something very, very crucial for Eida. And I think down the line, see Eida joining a full-on alliance, at the very least with this guy Koji, but I see her playing a role in a point where, let's say Kawaki figures out everything that's going on. Let's say Kawaki understands, Eida, you're one of these singularities of fate. Go back into the past, look at Kashin Koji's conversation with Boruto, and figure out what are we supposed to be anticipating in the next coming weeks and next coming days. Eida can possibly be in a position where not only we've seen it, she's scared to use her powers, but she prefers to go through things in a certain way based off of what she already experienced. She looked at the Shinju in real time. Bug walked up to her, said he was going to kill her, got scared shitless. She's never going to look in the present time again whenever that guy Bug is present. She's not going to play it. She's not going to take the chances. She understands she's a singularity of fate, how much she cares about herself, how much she wants to be loved, how much she, just enjoys the materialistic things around the world. Do you think Eida is not only going to put the world in an immediate danger, but possibly put herself in a position where she puts all of this at risk? She wants to live a comfortable life. The only thing I say she would want more than that is Kawaki, right? So other than the fact that she wants to live a comfortable life and she really doesn't want anything to interrupt that fact, and we know that there's a possibility she can fall out with Kawaki, I don't think it's so far-fetched to say that a solidified alliance between the two, which ultimately will lead to the alliance with Boruto, but a solidified alliance between the two with Kashin Koji and Eida will make sense. And then going down the line, this will provide the gateway and path for Eida to have that long-awaited conversation with Boruto that she wanted. So this might be the key. Not only the connection between the two powers, but the mysterious history between them both, Kashin Koji and Eida. How did they come to meet each other? And what is her role moving forward in finding out she's a singularity of fate? Is she going to continue to go shopping on Wednesdays and out to the tea house on Fridays? Or is she going to start actually big branding and putting pieces of the puzzle together? Is she going to start playing more on the side of Shikamaru, Kashin Koji, Boruto? Is she going to start to reveal bits and pieces of information to Kawaki? Or is she going to withhold information for Kawaki? And it depends how she feels about it. Does she not even think twice? Or does she have an internal guilt playing on her mind and weighing on her conscience for what she's doing, and know that she should be revealing certain information to Kawaki? At the end of the day, her brother's gonna love the drama, the chaos. I love the drama, the chaos, and I just want to see Eida do great, be great. Shout out to the newest Mangekyo Gang member inductee, Big Eida. Boy, you already know it's omnipotence out here. Let's get it. So I'm really looking forward to see what her role in the future is going forward, especially that with connected to my guy, Kashin Koji. The past, present, and future all together, two characters combining their ideals and how they decide to move forward in the world. Kashin Koji wants hands-on change in the world. Eida wants to live in a peaceful, utopia. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two ideals clash, especially in the form of an alliance with a potential of having a rift if she decides to go full Harley Quinn to Kawaki's joke. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face, skinny body. Let me know how y'all feel and where y'all anticipate Eida's role will be moving forward in correlation to Kashin Koji, in correlation to her powers being connected to Koji, in correlation to Kawaki, his stance and his ego, and in correlation to my guy, Big Boruto. You already know the vibes. It's your boy, Bakuchi. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Boruto chapter 18 coming out soon. Yes, sir. Ski.